Hi there, Janet Fritz here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to another day of Off the Board, where we are using our Pinterest pins as inspiration for our layouts or projects. Today I am using this pin of a stapler, making a craft project there, and that inspired me to pull out these photos, excuse me, of my mom getting her staples out of her knee after her surgery. So I don't show any gory photos. You don't have to worry about that. So I have this paper from Photoplay, and it's been in my stash for ages. It's like this little teddy bear. He's in bed. He's got an injury. It's got like medical stuff on it, and it's very childlike. But you know what? My mom really she likes to work with that kind of paper and stuff quite a bit because she does my niece's daughter's albums, and so I thought it was kind of a cute nod to her as well because she would find that really cute. And so I decided to staple. Actually, the papers are together using adhesive, but then I use my stapler, my tiny attacher, to staple the two together as a nod to the staples that she had in her knee. And you can see there on the bottom right hand photo, that is the staple remover and the staples. She had 18 staples across her knee, and so I put 18 staples in my paper as a nod to that. And then the other photo is of her in the medical transport because she was not allowed to bend her knee, so she couldn't get in and out of a car, and so we had to hire a transport to take her back and forth to her appointment. So the pink paper that I married that teddy bear paper up with is from the new Bo Bunny Willow and Sage collection, and I thought it worked really well because it has the two different shades of pink in it that are also in the blue paper, and it also matched well with the photos. This paper that has the ledger on it is from Heidi Swap's Sun Chaser collection. It is the backside of one of my favorite papers that I've used, I don't know, 2 or 3 times already now. So I actually bought a lot of it because I liked the ledger, but I have used the other side multiple times. So I went through my bin of embellishments, excuse me, and I pulled out these ones from Coco Vanilla's Happiness, and oddly they matched very well. So I'm just kind of flipping through seeing what I want to use out of these. I was very surprised that they went so well with this collection, or with this layout. I don't have very much of the paper. In fact, I actually think I only have 1 sheet of the Happiness paper left. So I was like, I should just go ahead and use some of these embellishments because there's no sense in hanging on to them to match the rest of the Happiness collection when it is all used up as far as I can tell. I think I just have 1 sheet left. So I thought the little journaling spot up at the top would work well as the 2 little spots down in the corner, so I can add a little bit of journaling. These clear stickers, I decided to pull those in. I don't use clear stickers all that often, but I thought they would work well here. I prefer in most cases to back them on white paper, but because these have that watercolor effect, it's a little bit more difficult to like back them on white paper because then the white really stands out quite a bit when you put it on top of something like this layout. So I'm going to go ahead and use that sticker just right on the page, and I think it works out okay. So I did cut it in half so I could use half of it up at the top of the page and half at the bottom of the page. And then I am going to pop this little banner piece or pennant piece up onto some foam to give a little added dimension. It is not going to hang from the top of that journaling spot. It's going to hang from the bottom of the pink border of it so that it crosses over onto the photos and doesn't leave like a triangular gap between the photo and the bottom of that pennant piece. The pieces in the bottom left hand corner, I am liking the way that those are looking, and so I'm going to go ahead and just leave them as they are. I am inking things up with black ink just to give a little bit of pop to them, especially the background paper here. I wanted things to kind of like feel a little bit more grounded than they were. And while I go ahead and ink those up, I'll remind you there are a bunch of people playing along with Off the Board, and I'm going to put the links down below so that you can go and check them out. This is an awesome series that was started by Crystal Barrett over at Pineapple Papers, and it's been going on for a couple of years now. We do off the board the last Wednesday of the month every month, and then for the month of July, it's every day. Now, I'm not playing along every day. I have in the past, but this year with having COVID and doing the unconventional cut file series with MK, I did not want to overcommit myself, which I'm really glad I didn't, because I didn't realize I was going to be sick. But I do want to play along when I can, because it's such a great series, and Crystal has always supported my series Stretch to Sketch, and I love to support her series as well. She is a very talented and awesome creator, and I highly recommend you go over and check out her channel and give her a little bit of love, and everyone else who is playing along. So now I decided I'm going to go ahead and work on my title, and I pulled out these dies from scrapbook.com, and they're kind of like a handwritten font. I don't use them super often because a lot of times I don't want to mess around with ascenders and descenders when I have like a stacked title, but in this particular case my title's not stacked, it's just going on a single line. And so not only did I decide to use these different dies, but I also mixed the upper and the lowercase. So that was a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed that. I will put the link to these dies down below for you so that you can check those out if you are interested in those. I am cutting them out of the same paper that is on the right hand side of the layout, and I thought that worked well because it brings that darker blue over to the left hand side of the layout. And it's not so in your face because these dies are really thin, so it kind of it brings it over there, but in a softer way, and so I really liked that. The only thing I wasn't sure about is I'm working on, do I want my title to go around the corner and say, oh happy, going down on the side and then day at the top, or do I want it all down the side? In order to get it all down the side, I have to kind of move my embellishment cluster down a little bit, and that's what I end up doing. Because the other option was I could just put happy day instead of oh happy day, and then I would be able to fit it vertically down the side. But I really liked the O and the H there together, the uppercase O and the lowercase h. So I decided to go ahead and just move everything down just a bit, and then it all fit just fine. So it was a little bit of finagling, and that is one good reason not to just use liquid glue on everything, because if I had used liquid glue, there would be no pulling all of that cluster up to move it down a little bit. The ATG does give you a lot of leeway in pulling things up and moving them around. So here's where I'm thinking, oh, maybe I'll just leave O off, but then it just says happy day. And so, yeah, here I'm making a little bit more room, and I'm really happy with the way that came out. Luckily, these clear stickers peel up without any issue, and so that made me super happy. Now this title, because it is so narrow, I do have to put it down with just the Nuvo Deluxe adhesive, and that is something that, you know, if you're not sure where your title's going to be placed, you want to make sure before you start using your liquid adhesive. I suppose if you are someone who enjoys the Xyron sticker maker type thing, you could run it through there, and that would probably give you a little bit of time to resituate your letters or move them around, because it's not a liquid adhesive. But I don't really enjoy the Xyron sticker maker, so I don't use it, and that means that I have to use some liquid glue, because this is a really fine font, very narrow. So those last two pieces that are up onto the foam tape, I glue those down with my Nuvo Deluxe adhesive, because now I am sure of where they are going. There was a little bit of glue that had squished out from behind a couple of those little letters, so I was just erasing that. And then I am using a couple of the clear hearts to kind of just finish everything off. I don't know at this point if I'm going to document the actual fall because the photos are quite gory. So, um, if I do document them, I either won't show the photos or I won't do it on my channel. So that is it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys again soon with another video. Bye bye.